Hello, my name is Mike, and this is my story. I used to live in a neighborhood with one of the most uptight HOA Karens I have ever seen. The HOA had a rule that your lawn had to be cut every 7 days. If your lawn was not cut within 7 days, then you would receive a warning. If you received 3 warnings in a calendar year, then you would get a fine. The fine was $25 for the first offense, and then it doubled for each subsequent offense. So $25, $50, $100, $200, etc. You get the picture. Now, typically I'm pretty good about cutting my grass. I usually cut my grass every 3 or 4 days. But one time I was so fed up with the HOA Karen that I let my grass grow for 2 weeks just to spite her. Every day I would see the HOA Karen driving around the neighborhood in her golf cart looking for violations. She would drive right by my house because my grass was cut and she didn't see anything wrong. But then she would drive back by again a few hours later when my sprinklers were on, and she would see the water running over and cut grass, and she would think that my grass wasn't cut within 7 days. So the day before, she gave me a warning because she saw my sprinklers running over tall grass. I knew that tomorrow was Sunday and all the stores would be closed. So I had a brilliant idea. I went out and bought 4 of the cheapest remote control toy lawn mowers that I could find. These things were like $15 a piece. They weren't very big. They were only about 7 inches long. I set all 4 of them to mow at the same time. I put one at the front of my yard, and one at the back of my yard, and one on each side of my property line. Then I poured some bird seed on the ground in front of each mower to entice the birds to sit on the back of the mower while it was moving. Then the next morning I woke up early, turned on all the mowers, and then I went back to bed. At around 10 a.m., the HOA Karen drove by in her golf cart. She must have been out all morning looking for violations because she was getting pretty grumpy. She stopped at the end of my driveway and started taking pictures of my yard with her phone. She probably took about 20 pictures of the 4 little toy mowers mowing my grass. And you could hear her yelling from inside her golf cart. She was yelling, take pictures, probably yelling at her phone, or maybe she was yelling at her husband who was taking the pictures. Either way, I couldn't hear what she was saying, but I could hear that she was upset. About an hour later, my phone rang. It was my neighbor across the street. He was practically crying with laughter as he was talking to me. He said, "Dude, you gotta come outside right now." He said, "The HOA Karen just drove past his house and she hit a sprinkler head with her golf cart and she got stuck. She tried to back up, but she kept running over the toy lawn mowers and she couldn't get free." He said she was freaking out because she couldn't get unstuck. I go outside and sure enough, there's the HOA Karen stuck in her golf cart. She is surrounded by 4 little toy lawn mowers, and she looks like she is about to have a stroke. She starts frantically hitting the reverse button on her golf cart trying to back up, but the wheels are spinning and the golf cart isn't moving. I start laughing and she looks over at me and starts yelling, "You move those damn lawn ornaments. You're blocking my driveway." I said, "Actually, these aren't mine. These are my neighbor's. But even if they were mine, you don't have the authority to tell me how I can or can't use my property as long as I am not violating any rules and regulations. And by the way, your signs only say that you want people to keep their grass cut, not that you want people to remove lawn ornaments." She starts yelling, "Call animal control, call the cops, I'm blocked in." I said, "Karen, no one is coming. You are not blocked in. You are inconvenienced, and there is a difference." Well, she finally managed to get her golf cart unstuck and she drove off. I never saw her again. The neighbor who was stuck behind her golf cart ended up buying all 4 of the toy lawn mowers from me. As you can imagine, he got quite the chuckle out of mowing his lawn with my 4 little toy mowers. The end.